MOC Floyd Valley fans have to get to games early this year to get a seat because they got a double feature. And today we have 4 teams in the semifinals who will try to find their way to the championship. No senior wants to have their season end like this. But to get there, you've got to win today. But the fun doesn't stop here. We got lots of area wrestlers competing tomorrow. Would we see 2 more teams punch their ticket to the second round? I'm going to have to go with my boy Tanner Lambert and the Panthers. I went with them once this year. They didn't let me down. I'm going to go with them again. But tonight, they'd step up 2 class sizes and go on the road to take on the Sergeant Bluff Luton Warriors. The Homer Knights can't get enough guys to try out for their football team.
I don't know, just the kids that just don't want to play football, I guess.
At the beginning of the season, they had just enough until wave after wave of injuries crippled this team.
I've never had this many kids get hurt in a season coaching. You know, you'll have 1 or 2 every year, every team does.
A torn ACL, a broken ankle, a pin put in a wrist. Everybody in town was wondering about their team.
We had a lot of questions wondering, are we going to play Fridays? Are we going to play Mondays?
So the coaches talked it over, and they only had one option.
We are not going to be playing varsity, but us seniors, we will be able to play junior varsity.
Even though we're playing JV, I got to be a leader for this team, for these younger guys that are coming up. So they keep playing, so they keep staying out for football.
No senior wants to have their season end like this. They haven't given up. In fact, they've been here every day, every practice. And they told their teammates that this JV season is now their varsity season. Their coach couldn't be any more proud.
A lot of individuals in our society, period, when things get tough, they want to quit. We haven't had any kids quit. They just hang in there, and they're going to hang in there. And you watch, a couple of years, those kids will be all right.
In Homer, Nebraska with the Knights, I am Lucas Treat, Channel 9 Sports. These Musketeers aren't what they used to be.
We've had plenty of guys come in and out of the doors and just kind of get used to it after a while.
By late December, head coach Brett Larson noticed his team wasn't what he envisioned.
The fact of the matter was we weren't scoring enough, and we were losing a lot of one-goal hockey games. We decided to move a lot of the guys that we knew wouldn't be back in the league next year. Guys going to college, get as much value for them, get kids that are going to be back next year.
Team captain David Goodwin, gone. Bruising defenseman Michael Holland, gone. Reliable goaltender Joey Ballmer, adios.
A lot of teams are losing a lot of guys, and we're the youngest team, so we're just trying to do good these last couple of months of the season and really prepare for next year. Through 40 games this season, the Muskies have lost 22. And of those 22 losses, 18 have been by 1 goal. Losing all of those 1-goal games and stuff, it's really tough on a team. But like you said, we're just trying to get better, do good these last couple months of the season.
You just got to stay mentally tough, and I know a lot of the guys trying to bring each other up in the locker room, and every team you're going to be on, you're brothers, and you got to be tight. You got to be there for your other guy next to you. And
the goal is to cash in this season's hardships for next season's rewards.
Just every day we just come here, and we're always just got to keep a positive attitude, I think, is the main thing. Just come to the rink positive and keep working hard, and just know that hopefully it'll pay off next year.
We're trying to be a contender for next year, and we want to, obviously our expectation is to win the Clark Cup, so, we can get this group of guys meshing together, and I think it'll be perfect.
The Musketeers have done a total 180 since the beginning of the season, and their hard work and focus this season will propel them into next season. In Sioux City with the Musketeers, I'm Lucas Treat, Channel 9 Sports. Welcome back. With a record of 23-13, the Wichita Wingnuts claim the best record in the American Association. The X's have a record of 16-19. That's good enough to land them next to last in the Central Division standings. Saturday night, the X's won in extra innings, taking down the Wingnuts 7-6 in the 11th. Tonight, the X's would look for the series split. And we had some Kansas City Royals players here today, so it's nice to have them in the crowd. Wichita at X's top 2 no score, bases empty for Brett Cleveland. He takes Richard Salazar deep to left. Solo shot, his 3rd home run of the season. 1-0 Wingnuts. Bottom 3, same score. Runners on the corners for Liam Barroso. He slaps one up the middle. Alberto Espinosa comes around from third base to score. Slides home safely, tied at 1. Top 4, same score. Cole Armstrong to the plate, and he goes deep to right. Solo home run for him, his 5th of the year. Wichita up 2-1. Bottom 5, same score. Eliezer Mesa with runners on 2nd and 3rd. He hits a gapper to right. Anthony Cascaden scores. Explorers tie it up at 2 and go on to win 5-3 to split the series. The story of last season's Musketeers squad is well known by now. The Musketeers had big expectations, flopped, renovated the roster with young talent, and the young guys turned things around, finishing as one of the hottest teams in the league. After a few months removed from the season, these Musketeers still know they have a lot of work to do. We've been covering each day of the Musketeers tryout camp, as well as the arrival of new head coach Jay Verde. And when talking with the returning players and Coach Verde, they don't really know either side that well yet. They haven't spent enough time to get to know each other, but both sides know where the focus is and where the expectation is, and that expectation is a Clark Cup.
We like to reminisce about last year, and I know Coach says, it's a new year, but, going 19-7 or 18-7, whatever we did in the last 25 games, it was pretty spectacular. Obviously, the expectations are high, and we expect that, and we hope to deliver.
The Musketeers finished out their tryout camp today at the IBP Ice Center.